welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and this is Richard. So we just got the van back from our mechanic, which is my cousin, and I was honestly expecting at least a paycheck to get what needed to be fixed and be on the road, but super surprised it's gonna cost a third of that. So I'm excited about that. So at the beginning of the month, we're going to get the few things that we definitely need to get fixed, taken care of, and then it will be seaworthy, so to speak, and that'll be that. So right now, we are going to work on this back end here, which is going to be our storage space for our kitchen and whatever else we decide to store. So I have a metal cabinet sitting over here and shelf. We're going to place it in here so we can see where I need to cut it off at, and we're going to do all this on camera. So let me go get that shelf. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so luckily I had this bad boy sitting in the Bentley bunker in there, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. The only issue is this top shelf has some rust on it right here, but I know for a fact that this top shelf is going to have to go anyway. We're going to lift that up in here. So that is going to set just like so, and
scooched over actually.
Well, either way,
yeah.
But it's going to be cut off right here, and we can pop these little plastic pieces hopefully off here and post them onto there. But we're just going to cut that off of here, and I have a pipe cutter to do that. So let's get that.
Okay, question.
Okay, you got a question before I continue?
Cut, yes.
Before I cut it? All right, let's hear it.
Because I really do like the idea of turning that upside down.
You want it turned upside down?
Because I like those. I like the lip on those shelves on the underside.
So you want it this way?
So what if you cut those where you're cutting, instead of cutting it all the way down where you were?
Well, I should be able to cut.
No, cut down.
It would be about right here.
Yeah. And then we've got, when you set it in there, we've got space underneath that, so it's not so close to the
I could do it that way.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I exactly see what you're saying. All right, so screw these on down real quick. All right, so let's put this back in here real quick here, just for EP.
And see how much space that'll give us underneath it?
Yeah, so you want me to cut here, or maybe even here?
Yeah.
The second notch?
Yeah.
And then we can have these lips to hold things in?
Yeah.
Okay, and it'll still get rid of the bad part I don't want anyway, the rest of the part. All right, works for me. So we'll flip this back around, and it looks like we're going to cut right here. There we go. So let me get that. What did I do with the pipe cutter? There we go. All right. And I already used this on the wheelchair. I don't know if I videoed that or not. I don't think I did. Anyway, we'll go ahead and see about. There we go. I'm assuming that this is not solid, and it will be just fine. We're going to cut this off. The beautiful thing about this is that if for some reason I jack this up, doesn't really matter. It's not like I have to have it elsewhere. It'll just give me an excuse to get rid of it. Okay, we're cutting pretty good. We're cutting pretty. There it goes. There it went.
Feel it?
Yep. There it went. There, excellent. All right. There we go. And this is going to be our main kitchen storage.
Kitchen and general storage.
And general storage. As I turn this, I slightly tighten it. here. There, boom, there we go. Look at that. Awesome. That's
Amazing
nice.
how easily that works.
It is nice. Now I'm just hoping. See, I don't know if these are cut at the same distance. I'm assuming that that's.
Gonna eyeball that strategically.
Yeah, no. So let's see here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I should cut right there. So and that's awesome because this top one is the only one that got any sort of rust or damage to it. Huh?
How did it get rusty? What did you have on it?
Well,
What'd you do?
no, I mean I'm sure that there's been
What?
chlorine.
Ah, it was the chlorine.
Stump remover.
Chlorine did it. Chlorine did it.
Yeah, boom, boom. You know, there's all sorts of fun stuff I had. It'd be nice for the junk pile.
Yep.
So, and we are collecting as much around the house, this metal junk that we have. May add a few extra ducats to our move. Every little penny helps. So the beauty is that we're moving right along on this. Ron up at the dojo, the owner of Workhorse Gym and Work For It Incorporated, woo woo, is mentioned that he may actually have some of the wood we need, so we may not have to actually buy all the wood. So anyway, get all that out of the way. So I'm going to move you back just a tad bit here. There we go. So we'll see how this works. Well, we're going to have to figure out that it's definitely not straight. Well, it's even as far as the cut goes.
I'm gonna say, is it the piece of equipment or is it the van?
It's probably the van. Anyway,
But
we're
we
gonna
can
have
easily
to.
put stuff under it.
We're gonna have to put something under it anyways. Anyway, there we
Will
go.
it
That's
stick
gonna.
to the side anymore?
Do what now?
Will
Which
it-
side? Right there.
Now,
That actually balanced it out a little.
look, is that top bar gonna interfere with it closing? I think it's too far out. It has to be. Are we gonna have to cut off those pieces?
Well, that right there, that should allow it to close, but there's no reason why I can't cut that off.
I think it needs to come off. I don't.
You
like
think it needs to come off? Well, let's see here.
I don't like them sticking up that way.
All right, well, it closes.
Yeah, it closed just fine. Well, but you moved it too.
Well, that's fine. If you want them off, I'll take them off.
I want them off.
Well, then they're off.
Fine, take them off.
What, no, they're coming
No,
off now.
listen, dude, seriously, take them off.
All right, if you say so.
Fine.
All right.
That part, no, it's unlevel.
It is unlevel. So those aren't even. Oh, well. I'm not actually concerned.
Yeah, I'm not sweating it.
I figured we would have to put something down there.
Yeah, we're gonna have stuff around it and under it
Yeah.
anyway. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
I figured we could get a
Oh
small.
my gosh, you just saved us $40. I can take those two things out of my shopping cart now.
And
I saved us $15 today
awesome,
by
awesome.
buying that other tub.
Yeah, when I saw that guy, and I
Hi,
don't.
it's Michelle from White Sun. Sorry.
So when I saw that, I knew that's
So-
what I wanted to do, and I immediately thought about
Are you still recording?
yes.
Cool.
I immediately thought about this. I'm like, well, heck, we've got that out there. We can use that.
Yeah, we were gonna buy.
So I guess it doesn't go down. Anyway, I was thinking we could use a piece of wood to sit down in there, and I could drill holes and just stick it in there, and that would help
Like
support it.
nail- Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. When I saw this on that other video, I'm like, well, that's decent. And I said, and I've got the shelf. We don't have to buy any shelves, because he said that he spent about $40 on the shelves.
We bought 2 of them. I've got them in my cart on Walmart.com right now.
Yeah. But we don't need them now. And yeah, I did honestly count those and cut those according
Yeah,
to.
but the shelf might not be on their level.
Well, that's true. Anyway, I ain't worrying about it. Still saved us $40, even if it's a little wonky.
It's like us. It's a little cricket.
That's right. We'll fix it. Adapt and overcome.
That's right.
And I'm pretty.
So we ran into one of my family members today.
We
that-
did.
That we hadn't spoken to about this yet, and she was actually excited for us.
She was, and
I knew she would be. I knew she would be one that was.
And she also said she was a little
a little
envious.
under the wind, but it's under your butt. Watch that tailpipe; it might still be hot.
Yeah, she actually said she was a little bit envious of us doing this. And like I said, with her family, everybody that's on my side of the family, I have very little contact with my family. But the few people I do contact, none of us are.
Well, those pieces that screw up those caps at the top,
They come off.
but
they-
they won't screw into the bottom because these bottom pieces don't have the threads to screw them in.
Yeah. Unless they come out.
Probably not. It's probably part of the.
And then, or,
I was just trying to figure out how we could level that.
yeah,
We'll figure it out. I'm not sweating it.
but most of my family are insufficiently funded anyway.
We're just lucky because of the way we are funded. I mean, if it weren't for your disability, we wouldn't be able to do this.
No, that's true. That is true.
You know, I'd have to go to work every day, or you'd have to go to work every day.
Yeah, I honestly resisted quite heavily being put on disability.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with it.
I was not happy with it. Although I admit now, not then, but now, it was probably the best thing that I could have done. And it has turned out to be the best thing that's ever happened to I think to us as a family, as far as financially goes. Now, I was making pretty decent money, but I was working a lot.
And you were miserable.
I was miserable
Well,
at the end.
Not the whole time. but
No, not the whole time. I loved that job, but yeah, I was miserable at the end. But it had nothing to really do with the job. It had to do with the situation. But yeah, being put on disability was necessary, and I know that now. Then I didn't realize it, but I know it now. It is necessary, and it's still necessary.
Yeah.
But financially, it was a total blessing. I mean, I make what, half, a quarter of what I was getting, but
It's like 2 inches different.
yeah, well, but
Now the other problem is, I'm looking at these shelves, the way these shelves are on, and I think they're held by like friction type thing. If you push down on those shelves, do they come loose? Don't pop it. Okay.
no, that's
There's that one right here, the middle one. You can see where it's come off of its little cap thing.
yeah, it
You
Yeah.
see what I mean?
yeah. Well, they're meant to go the other way.
I know. Hopefully we don't regret this later.
Well, and
And
again,
if we could take them off and turn them over, maybe we will if we need to.
do what?
Those black things are
Yeah.
angled at a certain way. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying it's supposed to go like this.
Yes, I know.
So,
Which
but anyways,
we can move those up. They're supposed to be movable. That's the reason they go on the way they do.
okay. Well, anyway, there we go.
Is that
So
gonna crowd your feet?
There's going to be our back Huh?
Is that gonna crowd? And that's gonna be up on that platform too, or the platform's not going that far.
No, you don't want the
That's right,
platform
we
that
don't want the
far.
platform that far.
But it is going to cause issue with
Your
sleeping.
feet, yes, that's what I just said.
Yes. So we're going to have to deal with that. But I have not pulled those seats out yet. Not as you can well see, but they will be coming out very soon. And this is the beginnings idea of what's going on back here. We'll figure it out as we go, like we do with everything else. But I'm definitely going to have to get a piece of wood to sit there on the bottom, and it will help support that, along with really just giving some good support to whatever we put down there, so it just doesn't lay all over the floor. I guess we can.
Yeah, I don't want holes punched through.
Yeah. So anyway, there's the beginnings of our storage kitchenette, blah blah blah. Do you have anything you want to say about it right at the moment?
I'm excited. I love that we're able to save money like this. We were gonna buy, and we might later. I'm not saying we might not change things later and say, okay, this isn't working so well, let's go ahead and buy something or change it some other way. But
Oh, I expect to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, we're finding things here at home that we think will work just fine. Or like today, I found a wash basin tub thingy that at the Dollar Tree that we can use just fine. So I'm excited. I see it getting closer and closer. And what you're pointing to my feet for, Holmes. I'm just excited.
Awesome. Alrighty, so I'm not gonna lie, that wobbleness is really bothering me. So what I'm gonna do is just basically measure these. So that's 11 inches. That's 12 inches. That's 11 inches. And that's 11 inches. So this one is actually an inch off, and that's the only thing that's, and it's not even on. So what I'm going to try to do, and I hope I don't jack it up even worse, but I'm going to bring this one to 11 inches, and that should meet the rest of them. And like I said, it's not even on a mark, so for some reason they weren't set together. So right there is 11 inches. Oh, it is, okay. So this is actually one notch shy of the rest of them. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off, because I'll be honest, it was really bugging me. I mean, like, really bothering me. I was going to leave it and deal with it later, but I couldn't. It was just pestering my CDO, so I have to work it and get this thing to, there we go. So they all should be 11 inches. 11 inches, 11 inches, 11 inches, 11 inches. Alright, so now it's actually even. So I'm going to go ahead and set this in the van once more. And again, if there's anything not straight about this, it's the van, not that. But yes, that's so much better. So much better. Alrighty, yeah, so cutting off that one, which was 12 inches instead of 11, I don't know how that happened. But now they're all even. It's as straight as possible. And again, there. However we decide to set that, we'll get it to fix. And so anyway, we'll see what our next step is.